open up the circle a little bit?
Actually, I want Cruiser to explain it. Cruiser, can you explain everything from today? I
don't want no 2 explanation. I want like TLDR.
All right. Where we starting from?
From the bottom. Everything that happened this morning.
Bottom.
Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, from the second you woke up and Dwayne called you.
Okay. And Patois, do you want me to
All
put
details,
everything
yeah.
on the table? All the
Yeah,
table?
all details.
Okay, all details. I went to the tuna shop this morning, and Dwayne was there with KJ. I think he just picked him up or some shit. See him on the side of the road or whatever. Took him down there. Anyway, he said we wanted to talk. He wanted to talk to me and say a couple of things. So I was like, all right, no worries. So we get a car. We go to a spot. When we get there, first thing he tells me is that he's out the Mandem, and that Utami took him out the Mandem. So obviously I'm a little curious what the fuck's going on. Ask him, and he tells me that that he snitched on somebody. So I was like, right, okay. So I asked him about what it's about, and he told me what it was, or what he thought at the end he didn't actually do. It wasn't bad, but it is bad. And you said I can say this, right?
Yeah, full details.
Okay. So what he said that he snitched about was pretty much saying yes. He said he didn't say yes and he didn't say no. It was kind of like in the middle. Telling Piper, who is girl, that Dean shot her. No, Dean shot her. But to make it even worse, Dean, you gave him a gun, which for apologizing, or you wanted to apologize to him, and that you gave him a gun. He put 2 and 2 together and thought that you gave him the gun that you shot his girl with.
It was.
So he gave that gun to her.
Wait, was that again?
Yeah. This is the thing I couldn't tell you earlier.
What?
He gave the gun to her. So I asked him, why didn't you put it in the water? Or like, what was your intentions? And his full intentions were to fuck you over.
To get him raided.
What?
I don't know about the rated part. This is just from what he told me.
I mean, that's what's gonna happen, right?
He voluntarily gave the gun to her because she apparently found casings of one gun, and like a Tommy gun or a M70 or both. And when she asked that question, he gave the gun to her. And then
she found casings to 2 weapons, one being a Tommy gun. And also you handed him that gun, right? So when she approached him and said that it was you who did it, opposed to denying it or trying to find you any kind of defense or alibi, he backed it. So the reason why he ain't around no more is because I took him on a drive to try and give him his chance to defend himself and give him the platform and chance to speak out and be honest about how he feels and almost like take accountability for it, right? But he spent his whole time trying to weasel and worm his way out of it. He kept telling me that I was wrong on things that I was doing or whatever. And he wanted to talk about Mandem Records, even though was he clearly much more shit and bigger shit going on.
Mm.
And eventually I got into his head, and then he came clean and just like I forced out of him that he just basically said, yeah, like he snitched and his intention to fuck you over. And then he tried to give me the idea of, well, Piper ain't gonna push anything because she has possession of the gun now, so she can't push it on you because there's no evidence that you had it on you at any point, right? But the issue is there's a second gun that was used, and she now knows that you was the one who shot. So if they want to push it, they can push raids on everyone here is anyone you're associated with because they have
Try
the
and
probable
find.
cause that you were with someone. They know you was with someone, and they can assume it's one of us, right?
Mm.
So he picked her of all of us, and he kept trying to deny that he did that, but eventually he came round. So I took him top of Chiliad, and I put a gun to his head, and instead of shooting him, we had a big heart-to-heart, and he thought he thought I was gonna shoot him. Like, he was ready to say goodbye. In fact, he said goodbye, and he apologized for never taking me seriously, never respecting me as a leader, and always just seeing me as the old Tommy. He said he'd never be able to see me as a leader because of how he is.
He said that today too. He said that. Sorry.
And that's what P told him. That's what P told.
Right.
He doesn't respect hierarchy, and he won't with me ever because of where I came from, where he came from. He came up with me, and I guess his ego and stubbornness won't let him see past that. But anyway, hang on, Tommy. So then, instead of shooting him, I shot the air and drove off, and called him and said that everyone deserves a second chance. I said it'd be too easy for me to kill him there and then, no one to know. I'd rather let him live and he can deal with the pain of everything that he's lost.
So he, instead of, because he knows about Teddy. Okay, I'm just trying to grasp, man.
He didn't mention anything today about
That's
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like if he was trying to fuck me over, like that's the way to fuck me over.
Does it fuck
You
you
know
over
what I'm
one way and not fully though, I guess?
There's
Yeah.
no way he commits to that. Surely,
Mhm.
surely.
Was
If
it
he
like-
goes that level, that's like a whole different level of ratting.
This man,
So this is the other
this
thing.
man, I saw him fly into the city, and he wants to throw all of us under the bus like that.
I know Moses, and that's literally why I was
Sad
there.
draws just subscribe bio.
And I was trying my best to be so patient with him. And he was coming at me saying I was coming at him sideways and I was being aggressive with him. And I was like, bro, you ain't seen aggressive. I'm being so nice to you to give you a fucking chance here. Like, everything we've built up together, you're throwing away for a chick you've been dating for 3 days, 2 days or whatever, right?
Mm.
And he's picking her over us, and she's a Fed. I said, Dwayne, that ain't you, man. Like, this is a guy who hates Feds, by the way, like despises them.
Yeah.
There's a person in this gang that I thought would eventually fall in love with a chick that's in the Feds. It was not him.
So do you know what she specializes in?
She's a detective, so
Yeah, but
she
in, like, what
investigates. I think he said, I don't know.
It's embezzlement and drugs.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, but I told him
Standard
from the
shit.
get-go, she's a detective. It's even worse than a Fed, right? Because what
Mhm.
was to say that she wasn't just trying to date him to get information, just trying to bring us all down? And she
Probably.
managed to do that even better. She managed to like make us kick one of them out, and she has all the information she needs as well. And she's now
Yeah.
got potentially an informant on her side.
It
Yeah.
gets worse as well, bro.
Exactly
So
what I
she said
said.
to Cruiser, he said, apparently she said to Dwayne that she would leave the police for Dwayne.
But Cruiser, what does she said about why she can't leave?
She can't leave because she's so deep in PD that apparently they have agreement with all the shit that she knows. If she wanted to leave, she'd be blooded out in PD. So even if she wanted to leave, she'd be dead anyway.
Yeah. So why would someone like that promise to Dwayne, "Oh, I'll leave for our love, baby"?
But wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway.
Yeah.
The whole point we made to me weren't even necessarily about now. It's, say they break up, right? Which I ain't gonna lie, Dwayne's track record, they will. When they split up, if it's not civil, she has every reason to want to fuck him over, which would have fucked us all over. I mean, he's already done it now, but like,
So
that was the whole issue.
this is where, like, one point that, like, you need to hear that he said today is a little worrying. He told me that, right, I can't remember if he said he has done it or that he could easily do it, but he said that he could talk to her and say, hey, Mandem are doing a meth run. Hey, Mandem are doing a weed run. And apparently she wouldn't give a shit. But he would tell her that.
Yeah, but I want to be the same thing for the rest of the cops, though.
What do you mean?
Like yeah, if. So, explain that one more time, just to make sure.
No,
So
I see where
he
you're coming from,
he-
Dean.
He said that he
Basically-
could trust her so much that he could tell her that all of us are doing a meth run right now. Like, say we're doing a meth run right now. He could tell her that, and she apparently won't say anything or do anything about it.
You can't though, because deep it. You're saying now he told her about the gun, right? Brian Knight is the one who called Dean. Do you think fucking Dwayne told Brian Knight himself? Hell no.
Yep.
The thing is, she could be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything, but she could just be like, yo, Brian, look, Mandem's doing a meth run. Oh, this, boom, boom, boom. And Dean, you remember why Martel got her huge promotion? What was it?
The NBC raid.
Yeah, the biggest raid in the city at the
And,
time.
Yeah, I think it still is the biggest raid.
Yeah. So imagine Piper doing something like that. She'd go all the way to the top.
So was there a second gun? Because if there is, like, shouldn't you hand it in ASAP so you don't get raided?
Yeah, Moses.
Don't hand it in though.
Moses has the M70.
I'm not
Don't
handing
put
it
it
in.
down.
I
I'm
would just
throwing
get
that
rid of
thing
it.
away.
Dump it in
Yeah.
the water.
Get that shit. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know if it's somebody part of the Mandem, but he's like
He assumes it
90%
is.
sure.
He already
Yeah.
said he knows it's one of us in his head.
Yeah.
It was sad, man. It was sad. Like, take away me being a gang leader, just from me to him, it was a sad situation. It's like he gave up on life out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
He knew he'd fucked up, and he knew that he had turned his back on everyone.
So what did you do?
Told you.
Told
man.
you.
Yeah, but how?
I stood him there. He looked over the side of the mountain, and I let him say his final words, as if he was good to go. He was like ready to go, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like him done, no more.
Yeah.
So there's
And I just shot the air and just dipped, just to make sure he knew. And I just phoned him and told him what I said. Like I said that it's more painful for him to live with what he's done, and he can see from afar the things that he's thrown away.
Yeah.
Opposed to me just shooting him there and then.
Cruiser, you wanna tell him about rest? With Hydra and everyone?
What do you mean?
Like,
When
you remember
we
when you
got
guys were
pulled up on-
chitter-chattering? And then he pinged me to tell me the story or say his
Oh.
goodbyes or whatever?
Yeah, so
And then
We
the
was
result
at-
of that?
we was at the Vinewood Bowl, and if you go near the Vinewood Bowl, usually there's a local helicopter that goes past, that goes over. Anyway, a helicopter came over, and it looked like a local, so I was like, I'm not gonna worry about it. Then it flipped to Yui and started to land right in front of us. So I was like, right, Dwayne, get in the fucking car. Like, we gotta go. We got in the car, and as we're driving off, the helicopter's chasing us. So somebody was trying to look for us or follow us. Anyway, we managed to lose it. And then we went to a second spot, and a guy on a motorbike came straight in front of us. He crashed, but then he started waving at us, and then he got on his bike and dipped. And then, as we were driving away, we picked up Patar and Matt, and we get into a car, and we're cruising around. And when we get down past El Rancho, near Fudge Lane, there's a pinkish A45 AMG coming the other way. As soon as it sees our car, it flips a fucking Yui straight in front of us. And we try to break its ankles. It's not doing it. So Matt's like, "Yo, fuck this! Pull over the car." So we pulled over the car. It was Hydra, strapped to the teeth. Told everybody to put their fucking hands up and get out the car.
can
So we got
I
out the car. Sure.
can I just
Yeah.
Just
go
let
ahead.
him finish the story and then, yeah.
yeah, because there's gonna be context to that. So
Yeah,
So the day prior, not today, the day prior, I was really trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with Dwayne. So I had Mario pull a team together to try to find him. The deal was Dwayne was to be unharmed, not shot, not hurt, just cuffed and brought to us so we could have a conversation with him. That bounty was still up, and it was also up for Winston from the cops. And I was gonna call Suarez. I didn't call Suarez. If they got him on a ticket, they bring him to me so I could like talk to him. But then I didn't call that off because I didn't know he was. Yeah, go ahead, continue now.
Yeah, no worries. It's literally as soon as they we put our hands up, they cuffed me, Matt, and Batar, and then they cuffed Dwayne, and then they put Dwayne in the back of their car, and then they uncuff Batar and say, "Yo, uncuff the rest. I'm sorry about this. I'll see you later." And then they dip. And then like 5 minutes later, I get a call from Hydra saying that Dwayne is on Chumash Pier. So when we go there, he's not there. And then like 20 minutes later, after looking for him, I believe somebody, I think it's Moses, gets a call.
Yeah.
He woke up in the hospital with water.
I called him.
You called him? Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I did not ocean up him. They brought him to me at Chumash Pier. They did not touch him. After I had the conversation with him, he was uncuffed and let go. I paid what I owed them. Everybody went about their business. I watched
What
them
did you
jump
say to
into the. Say again.
What do you say to him?
I said, listen, it's basically because he knows about Teddy, and I was just trying to threaten him that if he said anything about Teddy, sort of, that I would take his company from him.
Take his company from him.
Yeah. By taking his company away from him.
How though?
So,
Are you saying it was more of a threat than something you would actually do or even be able to pull off?
I can do it. Because remember, I was the one that wrote up the proposal for Dwayne's company.
But that doesn't mean anything.
You told him what you and I know.
Yeah, but the thing is, he then oceaned up himself, so he doesn't remember. So technically, he doesn't know.
I'm assuming what you and him know is what he told me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how is you planning on taking his company from him by giving it to me?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I was going to just give my shares to SK. Yeah.
That won't change anything about the company. You'd have to give it to me.
Not yeah. Then
The only way it would work is if you give it to me, because then I have majority.
Yeah, true. Yeah, either or. I'm not really. It'll be dope to run a music label, but I can't be asked to listen to people's music sometimes.
Guys, if the guy wants to play offline, he can play offline. Leave the guy alone, you know?
Udine, when Hydra called me and said that he was at Chumash Pier,
Yeah.
they didn't mention anything like about Dean. What they told me is that Mario had a chat with Dwayne. They punched each other, and then he dived into the water and
Yeah,
swam
I've
off.
watched that. Yeah. Mario and Dwayne has a lot of history, but they did not. Dwayne was not unconscious. Dwayne was not. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne was swimming away from the pier.
If you don't mind me just saying, T, there was something in the conversation. I don't know if he told you yesterday, but I feel like it's something you have to hear. He kept going on about how he couldn't, not that he couldn't stand it, but like how you are the leader of the Mandem, but yet he is the creator. What he was telling me.
Yeah, you mentioned saying that.
Okay. All right.
You know what's even crazier when you think about it?
What's that?
Everything that he wanted from the gang, he got. He wanted T to be our leader.
Mm.
He got that. He wanted this block to be ours. He got that. He wanted us to start pushing guns and drugs on the regular. And he got that as well. He got a goddamn record label. He got that as well. And he just threw it away for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Told you.
Yeah. He just threw it all away.
This
You don't,
man
you don't,
has
you
been
don't see
getting
that I helped him
everything.
get all of that.
No, exactly. Every bit of it too.
All of us have been helping him get it.
You don't realize, yeah, you could. Thing is with that guy, bro, you can help him. You can tell him you want to help him, but regardless of what you tell him, it's always you against him.
I mean, SK.
Dean.
So that and that was our whole. That was a good 2 hours of conversation. Was me explaining to him how he makes it that way all the time.
Yeah.
And I told him how he shut me down. Anything I said, he told me I was wrong or incorrect. No matter what I said, he said wrong or incorrect. And then he would talk for 20 minutes, and it'd be like a 1 sentence point that he was making. It took for 20 minutes. I try and butt in and say something, and he just talk over me and tell me I was wrong.
Brang.
Eventually, that's why I started twisting it back onto him about the actual gang shit, and then it went south.
You know, he told me he owns me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about this.
What?
Have you spoken to P Money yet? Let's go.
No, I
Technically,
haven't.
It's we own you. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
He
I'm taking.
You know about the
for you,
bimbo
fucking
shit,
stop
right?
doing this, man.
You know about the bimbo shit. The whole reason why he even said that. Did you get explained that thing?
What?
That he wants to sue the bimbos for terrorism,
Yeah, I heard about this, and I
And
couldn't help
for
but laugh and be very confused.
defamation. And he called me thinking I'd be gassed about it, and I said that's whack. You can't diss someone and then sue him for defamation. It makes you look wet. He didn't like that. Then I went to have a conversation with Cap about it, and he was like, "As your owner, I am telling you, do not tell Cap about this." I said,
As your
"Say
owner.
what?" I said, "Say what?" And he doubled down and went, "Yes, as your fucking owner."
It's gonna be awkward. That's a whole different conversation because obviously he ain't Mandem no more. He owns Mandem Records.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's
What
a whole
your
dicey
aim
one that's
is?
coming ahead there. So I don't know what to do with that yet. I ain't thought that far ahead. This is why I'm here to literally talk to you guys because obviously I had a conversation and went to sleep. So and you guys at least hear most points. Sounds like you had it covered from Cruiser, but
There's a few more points
didn't-
still about the
Yeah, I
ocean
didn't-
dumped himself.
I didn't tell
Oh,
any of.
we already
I
said
told the boys a couple of things, but I did apart from Patois, but I told the rest that they had to wait to hear it from you. 'Cause it weren't really my place to say it, you know. I knew it, but you needed to say it, so. But
I mean,
now
they
you're
knew
here.
all of it other than the gun thing.
Okay. But now you're here, I could just explain just 2 little things, if that's all right, because it involves pretty much all of you at this point on what he was explaining.
Man, like
You know the
young.
situation
Young
where
Sulk has gifted one
he held all of
subscribers
y'all
to
up
viewers.
and put a gun to y'all, made you put your hands up.
When the fuck did he hold all of us up?
yesterday he did
Oh yeah,
it
you
to
weren't
these lot.
here. That's the day you went to sleep early.
So he explained to
And
me
like
the
Young, I
reason why
appreciate
he
you,
put
much
a
love,
gun
much
on
love.
all of y'all is because apparently he was only there to meet Winston and Vince, and then all of a sudden your Range Rover Patois or Winston's pulls up around the corner and he starts getting shook about it, and he's thinking that Winston and Vince have set him up. That's why he put a gun on y'all, for his safety. That's what he said. Because when y'all turned up to a meeting that was just meant to be Vince and Winston, he got paranoid, and that's why he put a gun on all of y'all. And then he said to me that he put a gun on y'all, y'all turned around, and he got in his car and he dipped out. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he said. So that's the whole reason he did that. And also, the girl that he's dating. Apparently, they've been together a month, and he's
No.
known her for 3.
He's lying to you.
Okay.
They're not even
Right,
officially
yeah.
together.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well,
All
what?
right.
They're not officially dating.
No, he said that the day after. He told us he was dating. The day that he said that he'd been dating her for a day. The next day he told me they're not officially dating yet. Because they got to wait for that with Julie or whatever.
I best
knew
hope
it.
she's got
Bitch,
some
yeah.
premium level nyash, bro, because this is crazy.
He knows he almost died for Nyash. He knows.
Oh my god,
Just
bro!
like
You
that.
know
But
what? You know
Dean,
what the
I must
worst
say,
part is?
he fucking despises you.
But
And
Tommy,
I can understand why at the same time, because you have been in his head rent free way too much. You like he's
Tom,
like you think you're like a little puppeteer sometimes, and you're like his little puppet that you can play with, and you pushed him way too far over the edge.
Yeah, I've been saying this.
Tommy,
I've been saying it, D.
I've talked to
I've
you
been saying
personally.
this-
It's like Dwayne has done a 180. He's the only one that's done a 180.
Yeah, but you know
Like-
what you did though. Come on, don't play games with me. Ain't gonna work.
I mean, when we shot Piper, she said the same thing as well. First, she was like, Dwayne, who? And then she said, no, me and Dwayne were never even a thing. It's not like there's no silver lining here. All I'm hearing is that he did all like it's just getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like I just want to move on from this. I'll be honest.
But yeah, if that ain't proof that anyone in this gang can, you know, get shifted, then let that be a lesson there and then to you, because I didn't think I'd be doing that to an OG. But day one.
So how do you want us to proceed from here? What do you want us to do if we see him around the block?
Told him he ain't coming near the block. If he needs to come in and get his shit, then he can. But he ain't to be near the block.
What's he doing about his yard?
I think we have to get through, I guess.
We could do the right thing and buy it from him, but
I can do that. I'll buy it off him.
does he deserve that?
Lana did need a house.
Yeah, I'll buy it then.
I asked him about the house thing. He said he was waiting for your call. What your move was about that. I'll just let you know. He doesn't know what you want to do with it.
Well, it ain't his block anymore, so no point having a house here.
So like after he ocean dumped himself, like what was he saying?
Well, this is where it gets bad. He forgot everything.
That's like 4 days, no?
Yeah, like he doesn't remember the convo with UT. He doesn't remember why he's pissed at Dean. He still thought.
Don't
that
remember the
he
combo
wasn't-
with me.
Nope. We had to kind of like
This is gonna be a
explain
mess.
what
I have
he
to do the
told
whole
me.
thing all over again with him.
No. Because the more that we were talking about it, I think the more it was coming back to him.
Best
Yeah,
believe
but
I ain't
bro-
wasting my time going through that whole shit with him again.
No. The more we were talking about it, we put all the key details on the table of what he told me, and he started to remember shit while we were talking about it. But he had no idea. Dean even asked him, like, "Are you cool with me?" And he was like, "Yeah, we have a tussle here and there, but that's it." Like he didn't even. The thing with Dean, he totally forgot. Like he just, I don't know. And then when we told him the situation again, like that he's, not part of the Mandem and shit, then again he was like, "No, that's not true. Why you lying to me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why would you lie to me about that?" Like it's like he never knew.
Yeah. And once we put it on a platter for him, he's like, I threw everything over a girl. It can't be. It can't be true.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, he was pissed at
Yeah, he was
her.
pissed at him. Yeah, he's like, why would I do that? We set it straight with him, and we're like, well, it happened,
Yeah.
Dwayne.
And then he didn't like the comment that we made together because he was pissed at her, and we were like, it's not her fault, it's your fault. And then when we said that to him, he didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he knows. He knows. Like, I think he remembers everything now. So,
Mm-hmm.
no part 2.
I'm gonna put you back.
But yeah, Matt, that's pretty much what it was. We had to really just sit there and fucking kind of explain everything again. Everything that he told me, I had to explain to him.
Yeah,
later
I just
that
wanted to
day.
make sure he remembered it. I didn't know if he did.
Oh yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah, no. He wanted to throw all the blame on Piper and being like, it's all her fault.
Mm.
But before we left, we told him, no, Dwayne, this was your fault. No one forced you to do it. And then we left.
So, yeah.
Lot to process, huh? It's been a hectic few days.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just keep 1%?
Of what?
I just want 1.
Of what?
Random records.
Yeah, I just want 1%.
Why? So you can hang it over his head like a little puppet. I guess.
No. I'm not that fucked up. I'm mentally unstable, yes, but I'm not that fucked up.
No, you're fucked up.
I just want to make sure, I could flex it. I'm like, yo, shorty, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here making music and shit. Yeah, this is my company and whatnot. That type of stuff.
How about you
Hey.
keep? How about you keep 0% of the company and you go and get yourself your own company and you can flex. You own a whole company opposed to 1% because no girl.
I do own 100% of Hydra security.
Yeah, that's
Dead.
embarrassing, though.
We couldn't even protect Burger Shot, dude.
Actually, we did protect the fuck out of Burger Shot, okay?
we got gunned down,
Bro, we protected the fuck, bro. We had a massive gunfight at
We had
Burger
a
Shot.
massive gunfight.
And we won that.
Hey.
Massive. I'm talking about it, bro. That was huge. And it was all with pistols, too.
I remember
miss those
that.
days, man.
You gonna give your
Oh.
shares to T?
Yeah, I'll probably just give them to you, or I don't know. I don't really care who takes them, to be honest with you. Or T, whoever wants them. I don't care.
Oh, we'll get over that hurdle once we speak to him about what the fuck he's gonna do.
I'm not gonna lie, I already told the boys. But after that whole "he owns me" comment, and Moses told me apparently P was saying he was saying some real crazy shit about me.
Now what?
I don't know. And yet to have this conversation with P. You know, he was saying
Okay.
some shit to P or something. What you were saying? You say he didn't rate me?
Oh,
He didn't
yeah.
rate you.
No, remember, P was saying all the things that Dwayne told P about how he thought about SK. And I said, before you talk to Dwayne, you might want to listen to P and see what Dwayne thinks about you really.
And after I've heard that, there is a strong chance I might go independent. 'Cause I don't know if I can support his business if after everything I thought I've done for him in terms of that business and trying to help him, that I don't know.
Let's not make any decisions anytime soon. Let everything settle a little bit first.
By the way,
Let's see
this
what
information
let's see what
stays in
happens
here.
with the whole Random Records thing and stuff first. Because if Dean owns 33% and so do I, and then he gives Dingy that, then I own 66, and then the company's mine to do what I want to do with it. I could just flush it out myself.
it's mad because even after all the shit he's done and even hearing he says so much shit about me, I still wouldn't want that to happen to him, Loki.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a like. He can run his mouth and he can say what he wants to say about me and he can do what he's gonna do. He ain't for the streets no more, but when it comes to the music shit and the label, I don't think I would. He could do anything. I don't think I'd have the power to like the balls to take that away from him.
Guys, if you're not subbed to our YouTube channel, make sure to sub to our YouTube channel. I feel bad for Dwayne, I'm not gonna lie.
Mandem Records, me go make something else.
What did you want to call it?
That's
The
Or
other
fine.
day?
you guys.
you can have Wicked
I-
Studios like you wanted.
Yeah.
I say.
Oh, you
I-
got told
I
about that?
say-
Yep. He denied it and said it's a Damien joke. But then literally about an hour later told me that he thinks that Damien might fucking apply for the jobs. I'm like, why would I want Damien to work at my company when he's literally joking with wanting to make Wicked Studios instead of Mandem Records?
Bro,
Also, a cop.
yeah, he
Also
is
that.
also a cop. I was chilling with Damien. I was cordial with Damien, and Damien was my boy. And a while back, and I said to Wicked, I said, yo, he's thinking of leaving Wu-Chang. And Wicked's stance was that guy can go fuck himself. I don't like him. He's a snake. I don't get where this whole switch up comes from. Now, okay, now Damien, it's because it's probably the one person that hasn't checked him and told him that he's actually moving.
He's yes
Wrong.
men around him.
Exactly. Because no disrespect to Damien, but Damien it doesn't stand up to no one. Like he just, he just wants to get along and just chill. So that's probably why he's there, because he didn't say no.
But yeah, no, I don't think you guys should let go of that company too easily. It's not fair on you guys, because you guys put blood, sweat, and tears into that as well. And I know you might think that now it's the easiest thing to do, but later down the line, trust me when I say this, you're gonna regret letting go of it so easily.
The majority of the artists would leave. That's the mad thing.
Yeah.
When I spoke on the phone to a few of them and then went to the building, they literally Doug said straight to me, like, there's a good few of us who would leave if you left type shit. And if you ever started something, would be about.
Fuck it, I'm starting So Cool Records.
So Cool Records.
Mm-hmm. So unique, Dean.
I was signed to Wu-Chang, you're gonna start So Cool Records.
I'm not signed to Wu-Chang. I was only signed to Wu-Chang for one song.
Adam at all.
Oh yeah, he wheeled past the pool, which was very dangerous, into his house earlier
He
today.
texted me.
He wheeled past you.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair. Yeah, you put him in a wheelchair.
He's also ignoring everyone.
He did
Everyone got
text me
food.
back though.
He called Winston
Got
yesterday, I
food,
think.
so you might have food, right?
Yeah. Did he?
Inside.
He called Winston yesterday, but it was short.
Yeah, that'd be a conversation to have. I don't think he's gonna be too happy. For 2 reasons. Obviously, he knows that I shot him,
And then Dwayne.
and also Dwayne. I don't know if he's gonna take Dwayne's side or what, because I can't see him being too happy about.
Oh,
that I
Adam
shot him.
is not gonna be happy.
Nah, that was his day one, you know?
Thing is though, if it's the whole snitch thing, like, it will be painful, but I think he won't be able to see past that.
That's my thing on it is I just can't trust him no more. I love the guy. I just can't trust him no more, you know?
Who,
Same.
Dwayne or Adam?
You
Dwayne.
gotta remember, he still knows about Teddy. So, see, you gotta use that percentage to please keep him just fuck.
I think the more you emphasize Teddy, the more
Young
he'll want
Salt
to do
has
something
gifted
about
one
it, you know?
subscribers to viewers.
That's just my thought on it.
I don't think he's gonna say anything about Teddy Dean. I don't think you have to
I
worry
think
about that.
if he was to do anything of that caliber, I don't think there'll be a single individual in the city that would chat to him.
Mm-hmm.
Does he know where it is?
He sits on a fine line where we haven't got to go run our mouth and say that he's a snitch because it's embarrassing for us at the same time.
Young with a bloody gifting. I appreciate you, Young.
See where he takes his life now.
Man.
So yeah, we'll wait and see how Adam comes around and responds, I guess. That me and him might need to have a big chat. That could go one of two ways.
Yeah, just have security with you.
Before you go talk to him, I'm gonna tell him what I told you at the PRT. Just in case.
Mean Dean, does he even know where Teddy is or no?
I don't think so.
You should be fine then, no?
Yeah.
No, because if that's the case, like the PD might start tating him and stuff. They'll find out eventually. All they need is that one tip off. Because they know that benches are a thing now. Remember that whole Speedy thing?
Oh yeah.
Just gotta be extra careful now.
Bro, I haven't been there in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last
I'd
time
be
you asked me for
extra
Watkins,
careful
last
for,
time
for a little
I was
bit, just
there.
in case that he has
Yeah.
some resentment and tries to bring you down.
Mm.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, here's the thing. After he came out of the hospital and you guys told him everything, did he seem? You said he sounded remorseful, right? Like
No, he was like,
generally.
sorry, Mosley. He's like, I lost everything. You want to shit on me even more? Like, as we were telling him and everything
No
over and over and over
no.
and again. He's like, you guys, like, what else do you want to tell me? You know, how much I ruined my life? Blah, blah, blah. So he felt remorseful. But the thing is, that's when he found out, like, when we put it to him straight, you know, like, you threw all of this away just for pussy, you know?
It's like
It's-
it's
yeah.
like Bassam.
Yeah?
Bassam had the world in his palm of his hand.
Don't get caught for puss. Don't die for
King.
niche.
King_domains has
Awesome.
gifted 5
Kevin
subscribers
or
Is that
to
Kevin?
viewers.
Oh,
Oh,
Kevin, I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie to you. I was about to beat your ass.